right, friends, so we're going to be talking a little bit more about traveling, and what better way to do that is to dive a little deeper into a book that we've already read. This story is called Giants Made by People. Do you remember this story? Yeah, we looked at this story to see how big and large and enormous structures are and different types of transportation that we can make. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to be looking at different places you might travel to and different types of transportation. That was a word jumble, huh? What I mean by that is you might be able to travel to the pyramids or Mount Rushmore or maybe a city, right? But your type of transportation or what you might get in there would be a train. A train takes you places. Can Mount Rushmore take you from your home there? No, this is where you would travel to. This is a location. So a location is a place, and your transportation is how you get there. So we're going to be looking at that throughout our story. Oh, see, look at this. This is a wonderful location. This is the Great Wall of China. Do you remember this? Now, you might not know where China is, but it's pretty far away. You would definitely need to get an airplane to get there. You would not be able to get in a car or even walk there. It is so far away. But if you ever made it to China, you might see this beautiful giant that you can visit. And down here is the Mayan Pyramid. And it's in Mexico. So you might be able to get there in a car depending how long it is, but you might need a bus for that or even an airplane for that too. So these are some cool locations that maybe someday you can travel to. Here are some more locations. One day you might go see Mount Rushmore. That's just a mountain with some presidents' faces carved out that someone made. That would be really cool to see. Now, someplace you might go might be an amusement park. That would be fun too. Now, this, my friends, is called a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon is a fun experience, I think, and it can also be used for transportation. How you would use it for transportation is to get in the basket. It would take you from this little field, and maybe it could go up in the sky and take you to the amusement park. So maybe someday you might travel from your home in a hot air balloon to the amusement park. Who knows? Oh, here's all kinds of different transportations. Now, we were looking at locations or places that you could travel. These are different types of transportation, how you could get there. One way would be a train. What does a train sound like? Choo-choo. Good job. A train would take you from here and you would ride in it, maybe to your grandma's house. Who knows? This is an airplane. What does an airplane look like? Shh, good job. Now, this one's different than the train. The train stays on the ground, but the airplane flies in the sky. So you might take that to your grandparents' house too, or to China to see the Great Wall of China that we saw earlier. You might take it to go to the beach or Disney World. Another type of transportation is a cruise ship. Now, a cruise ship is pretty cool. It's like a hotel that you go on the ocean. So you're on this boat with a bunch of people in your family, and you're going from maybe to Houston. You could go to Mexico. Where else could you go? Bahamas. I've never been on a cruise ship, kids, so forgive me. You could go to Jamaica, a bunch of different countries. So you might go from home and on land, get in the cruise ship, and it might take you to another beautiful place. So those are just some different types of transportation. The train, the airplane, and the cruise ship. And that's all we're going to talk about today. So, good job. Round of applause. Thanks for bearing with me. Sometimes, you know, kids, my brain gets a little foggy. Especially if I've never been on something, it's really hard for me to explain, like the cruise ship. I've never been on one, but maybe someday. So we're going to talk about where you would like to travel and how you want to get there. So Ms. Malashik will go first. I want to travel to Jamaica. And in Jamaica, there's a beautiful beach, beautiful animals, beautiful sand and hotels, and beautiful people all around that you can get to know and enjoy the relaxing sun. Now, how I want to get there what I want to travel on is not an airplane. I want to travel on a cruise ship. I think it'd be pretty cool to ride a big, large, enormous boat from my house all the way to Jamaica to see all the wonderful things. So now I want you to answer below. I want you to tell Miss Woloschek where you want to travel and how you want to get there, okay? So where do you want to travel and how are you going to get there? Let me know.